Coach, if you want to go ahead and start us off with an opening statement about this year's SEC championships.
Well, excited is an understatement about SECs. I just keep thinking through that 368 days ago, we were loaded up on a bus, ready to go to Birmingham, and I got the call from our AD that we would unpack the bus, and we had Coach Saban speak to the team. We really thought 2 weeks later we were going to be back to championship competition. So I would say grateful is an understatement as well. This team is so fired up to be at the SEC championship and to compete on a quad setting with 4 events going on at the same time and being able to show off all the hard work. The last week, we've gotten better. I think that we've used our bye week very wisely. We still have a couple of practice days left, but this group, hey, have lived up to Women on Fire, and they're capable of doing amazing things, and we are just extraordinarily grateful that we have the opportunity to compete this weekend.
Alonza, the juniors and seniors are the only group that has been to a postseason. What have you guys been kind of telling the underclassmen about what this experience is like?
We've been preparing this whole season, and I think we are definitely all ready. The whole team is on the same page. Only differences, I think, in postseason is just the energy is different, especially at SECs. Having all SEC teams there, there's a lot of energy coming from every team, and we're just telling them to build off of it, and we use that in practice too. We practice loud music, loud cheering, going crazy when people are going in events, and I think that's really preparing them well, and we're ready.
This year's meet has been moved from New Orleans to Huntsville, Alabama. You guys are a little bit experienced with that. Is it nice to be able to go back to Huntsville for you?
Yes, I'm so grateful that Huntsville was able to step up and be able to have this for us right here, in our own state. That's literally such a great opportunity and an honor to have. So very, very grateful for that.
Having been there before, is this a good environment for these championships?
Absolutely. I think that's a great opportunity that we've already been there. We know what we're getting into, so very excited.
Luisa, your class and the freshmen have never been to a postseason, but you did experience a quad meet on podium one time last year with the meet in Dallas. How much are you looking forward to this new experience?
I want to take it all in just because I remember last year that quad meet, it was so fast paced, it was so loud, and I'm excited to feel that again. And Dana always talks about it. We finally get to postseason, and it's we've done the hard work, we've done the turns. It's automatic at this point, and it's just showing off how good we are, and I'm just super excited for that, for postseason.
All right, Katie, we'll open it up to you.
Good morning, everyone. Hope y'all are doing well. Roots kind of just touched on it, but I guess half the team hasn't really had the chance to compete, or some of them competed on podium once last year, but this will be the first time this season and in the quad meet setting, and so y'all are starting on floor. So I guess for the gymnasts, it kind of seemed like in the last home meet against Florida, on floor, some people are kind of running out of steam. So how does this change the preparation going into a meet knowing you're going to start on floor?
We've been training and been preparing exactly what we need to do, especially in this last week, so I don't think that's a problem. When it comes to how half the team hasn't been in postseason, we've talked to them about it all year, even last year, leading up to it, how exciting it is, and I think that's just fueling the fire going into this championship.
All right, Mikey, what do you have for us?
Oh yeah, this one's for everyone. It's kind of similar to that last one, and well, you are starting on floor, and it is kind of odd order, something you're not exactly used to, or the routines. So does that at all change your mindset going into it? Because obviously before you finish on floor or beam, depending on if you're home or away, now obviously you can't do that. So does that change your mindset, the order of the routines you're competing in?
Mikey, this is an awesome rotation. To start on floor and end on beam is absolutely powerful for this team. When you look at your strengths and you look at where you can rise to the occasion, I really don't feel we have a weak event. And at the end of the day, you have to compete all four. So I am so pumped for these ladies that they get to start on two-leg events and then go over and rock the house on bars and end strong on beam. Because, in a dual setting, we end on beam. And we're a very strong beam team. And I just want them, we've talked a lot about this week, literally going in there with complete confidence, knowing it's going to come down to last routine. We expect the expected. And so it's the mindset of it doesn't matter what event we start on, we attack from the very beginning to the very end and put the very best out there. We've chosen to focus on faith and confidence and not worry about the things we cannot control. And so I'm just excited for them to be able to start on an event that we're very strong on and just build from there. Ladies, feel free to add into that.
Yeah, I think we're blessed with a great order, and like I said, we've already been training like that. We do have to do all 4 events anyway, and we are like mentally there, we are physically there, and I'm just really excited to compete in that order, honestly.
All right, Katie, go ahead.
Yesterday, Ada said that this isn't a football school or a basketball school, and it's a championship school, and certainly gymnastics has been part of that championship tradition in the past. Dana is a gymnast, and then your first year as head coach, y'all won the SEC championship. So can you just kind of talk about this opportunity for your team ahead? You had the chance to win the regular season at home, and now you have the chance to compete at the SEC championship meet in your home state this Saturday.
Well, a huge congrats to men's basketball. What an awesome step for the program. And I agree with Nate. We have an incredible football program, and we have awesome programs across the board. I just think about after the tornado of 2011 and how we won 4 championships with 4 different teams. And so, at Alabama, we have a tradition of excellence and a legacy of championships. And that is what these young women want to go after. No head coach is focused on let's win, 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 win. It's focused on doing the details, focusing on the process, which you hear all the time. So I think that Nate answered a beautiful question the right way, and we agree with that. And we just got to go in there and put the best foot forward on every event, calm, cool, confident, and do our job.
Mikey?
Yeah, kind of going off of that, from a coach's perspective, competing in a quad meet, how does that, if it does at all, change your game plan as you head into it as compared to like a typical meet on a Friday night?
Really doesn't change your game plan at all. The biggest piece is if you are the first competitor up, for example, Alonza's first on beam. Alonza will probably be first on floor, okay? There is no waiting period for a routine to finish before the next routine goes. Basically, after the 4-minute touch, it's game time. And so really it's a mental preparation of knowing that that first person up is gonna finish that warm up, take a sip of water, and go. And I think the other piece that the ladies alluded to is that you're going to have energy coming from all sides of that arena. So excited that Huntsville has hosted this. That arena is a very intimate arena, so it's going to be really loud. So when your opponent lands, we expect that other crowd to blow and just blow up, and a huge eruption will happen. And so we're practicing that and preparing the young women that just be ready for it. And the more you can stay focused and in your own Bama bubble, the least distractions you're going to have.
Go ahead, Katie.
For Luisa, you've competed in the all-around for most of the season now, and I'm assuming you'll get to again this week at SECs. There's obviously some of the best gymnasts in the country in the SECs. So can you just kind of talk about the level of skill with some of the all-around gymnasts in the SEC and how excited you are to get to compete against some of them this weekend?
I think it's just great to be put into a place where I can, put my strengths to the test. I think if I see everything as an opportunity and do my job, it's ultimately going to turn out well. And it's such an honor to compete against these gymnasts. I've looked up to them for the most part throughout my gymnastics career. So just to be able to see them in person, I think that'll be awesome as well. Super excited.
All right, anything else for the ladies? All right, thank you all for the time.
Thank for covering us.
Thank
Have a
you.
great day.